Hi, Cancer. It's October, so this is a reading for the month of October, and I hope that it resonates with you. I hope that it's helpful, and if you like it, please like, share, subscribe, or comment. And any way it goes, I appreciate you watching this video. So I dealt these just before I turned the camera on. Give me just 1 second to take it in. It's kind of a chaotic energy, I feel like. So give me just a second. I feel okay. I feel like you're again. I feel like this is a chaotic energy. I think it's interesting that I always start out with this top line, the first three cards, and then kind of base the rest of the reading off of whatever I pick up. But I do want to say that I noticed. So I feel like this is a chaotic situation that's slowly moving towards balance. As I'm speaking, that's coming to me because down here we've got Page of Cups, Knight of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. So alternating between pages and knights, but there's one of every suit. Which to me kind of suggests balance coming into play since all of them are represented, and then they're followed by justice, which he's holding the balancing scales in his hand. But let's start at the beginning. Because I feel like you are successfully and confidently navigating some difficult situations that maybe people are being deceitful and betraying you, or just and don't let that get you paranoid if you don't see anything like that happening in your life, and don't you know make things fit that don't fit for you, or become convinced that somebody is betraying you behind your back. But I do kind of get the vibe of deceitful people, maybe talking about you behind your back, or just trying to navigate financial disappointment or material disappointment, or in general just kind of feeling like you're alone in things. But I feel like you're navigating that really well, and that you're moving forward confidently, like I said, successfully, and that you will continue to be successful through that. That you will have connections coming in that are really satisfying. You're going to have good conversations. You're going to have people who want to communicate with you and talk to you, and maybe a Capricorn, or maybe you're just cutting out those people who are behaving less honorably. That those are actually things that you're going to let go of. And maybe the communication is that you're going to tell those people that you're not really interested in whatever they're offering you or not offering you. That you're kind of saying, look, I'm wanting to move forward. I have certain ideas and expectations of how I want my life to go, and I'm not really interested in wasting my time in things that aren't working and are not going to work. You see the situation clearly, and I think another thing that I'm seeing here in this bottom row with all these pages and knights is that you are saying, I'm a well-rounded person. I have a lot to offer. I have a lot to offer, and I know that, and I'm not going to sell myself short because you think that you're going to get something over on me, or that you've got something special that I don't have, because I've got that. I can take care of myself, and I can provide whatever you think that you have that I need you for. I'm definitely getting that vibe with some connections around you, that particularly as this goes on, I feel like you're frequently surrounded by people like this. and that you are just really recognizing your own value, really recognizing what you're worth, and not tolerating other people's bullshit. If somebody wants to come at you aggressively or angrily or whatever, you're like, I don't have time for that. I'm going to tend my own emotions. I'm going to, look after myself. And I know that when the time is right, I'll make an offer to somebody who will, or not even necessarily make an offer. It's just like, I'll be able to put my situation towards relationships and situations where it's reciprocal and it's balanced, and those people see my value as well. You're not being thrown off balance by the fact that certain people don't see your value and that they're kind of out for themselves, and that they might even try to manipulate you into thinking that you're less valuable because of the way that they're acting. But that's not happening at all. They're going to be very disappointed if they're trying to manipulate you into feeling like you're less than you are so that they're able to get, an energetic supply from you and feel better about themselves because you'll feel crushed and want them to be part of your life or some kind of manipulative bullshit. This card keeps coming up, and I just saw it at the bottom of the deck as I split it and was shuffling. And it came up I think it's come up 3 times in 4 readings that I've done today, but it's all tied up. The garden and the gate, and the temple path, with contract at the bottom of the deck, which that was at the bottom of the deck for, I think, the Taurus reading. There's been a lot of overlapping energy, even though I'm shuffling the cards a lot. And it's not necessarily even that they're repeating cards. Your reading in general has been a bit different, because I don't really see it as necessarily being a romantic thing, although it could well be romantic. I'm just seeing it as people in your life in general are frequently deceitful, or you're facing disappointing situations. I feel like you're kind of feeling constrained, feeling held back, feeling stuck, but you're actually on the threshold of something that you can't quite appreciate yet. You can't quite see it clearly, but I feel like you're starting to get an impression that is the case, that you're actually on the threshold of something new and something powerful. And maybe it's the fact that you're dealing with these situations with a level of maturity and confidence that is allowing you to recognize that something different has happened. Because if you've dealt with situations like this in the past, and maybe somebody who was manipulative and trying to get some kind of emotional or energetic supply from you, they were successful in manipulating you, that they were able to achieve, the response that they wanted and get what they could, get what they were desiring. And now you're not doing that. And I think that it feels good. It may be the same person or people, and it may be different people. But regardless, you are not handling the situation that way. You're not allowing it to get you down, that you are somewhat restrained and you are dealing with less honorable. Right now, I'm just reminded of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic and Roman emperor, had a kind of exercise that he did in the morning where he would just remind himself that I can't remember exactly how he put it, but basically that the people that he was going to deal with that day would be dishonorable people, that they would be liars and cheaters, and people would try to manipulate him, and that it was important that he understood that and not let that affect his character, and that he would remain strong and, as far as he could, capable and honest in how he conducted himself with the people he came across that day. And that may be a helpful exercise for you right now as you navigate these situations. But you could definitely, you would definitely do well to remind yourself of that. But I also see that this is going to shift more towards your favor at some point. That it may not be totally apparent to you now, but like I said, I do think that you sense somehow that things are different than they used to be, and that you're on the threshold of an even greater change. And I feel like that's being reflected here in these last oracle cards, and I feel like it's kind of reflected again in this bottom row of cards, where I feel like things are kind of coming into balance, that you're coming into balance, and eventually the situations that you deal with on an outer level are going to be reflective of that. And it's going to be a very satisfying experience when that happens. I hope that that resonates with you, because I'm closing the reading out there. If it resonates, please, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, there's information on how to get a hold of me in the description box below. And if not, I appreciate you watching this. Take care of yourself. Have a good month. Bye.